Yes, we are back. And on this series, I'm going to take you through the third temperament, the melancholic, okay? And I'm going to share with us the career, the job, the purpose, path of a melancholic through your temperament, okay? Most melancholics, they are world most composers, great melancholics. They compose, they write, they compose. Their songs are very perfect. Whatever they compose is always very, very, very perfect. Okay, that's one of the strength of a melancholic. Melancholics are great artists. Artists, when they draw, when you see their work, you see perfection. Melancholics are great musicians. Musicians, because they always want perfection in everything. Melancholics are great inventors. They invest. They when they invent, you see perfection in everything they do. They would, no matter how many times they try, they want to make it come out better than the last time. Okay. Melancholics are great philosophers. Most of them study most of the philosophers. Most of them are likely melancholics. Okay, and then we have melancholics are dedicated educators. Now they really take their time to break down things for people to understand, because they want it to go out there in a very perfect way. Okay, and sometimes when you see people, melancholics are very handy people, very very good when it comes to using their hands to do things. The artists, I mentioned the artists, okay, and you'll be so surprised that most of these professions, they are melancholics. Most of these artisans, we have the carpentry, we have the shoemakers. When you see a work that is neat, take your time and look at them. The person has the trait of a melancholic in him or her. Okay, now you see melancholics as an actor on stage, they can easily adopt another person's personality. That's why melancholic are the richest of all temperaments. They are the richest. The mood swing helps them to become a sanguine. It helps them to become a choleric. It helps them to become a phlegmatic, and at the same time still be a melancholic. That's who the phlegmatics are. It helps them, to swing, switch roles and swing moods at the same time. But you see, when you see them on stage, they are in another personality. As the moment the play is over, that's it. They go back to who they are. And melancholics are originally introverts. They are not extroverts. They are originally introverts. But because of who they are, they can play other roles. That's why you could see them in an extrovert form, and before you know it, they go back to their introvert form. Many melancholy work in the art section. They are in the art world. Many become craftsmen, like I just mentioned, and they are very high. Their crafts are very high quality because they take their time to create their finishing. Their work is always perfect. Okay, like I said, you see them as carpenters, bricklayers, plumbers, plasters, scientists. They love when they plant flowers. You see the perfection in planting them. You see mechanics, you see engineers, and other professions that serve humanity. Melancholics look forward to serving humanity. That's one of the primary strengths of a melancholic. Okay, almost any humanitarian you see around, and whatever form of humanitarian vocation, will attract a melancholic as a staff or as a pioneer. Why? Because that's what they love giving out. Okay, and it requires a lot of melancholic mind to get through the hardship of going through a medical school. Okay, and for doctors, you need a perfectionist to be a doctor. So you find them as doctors. You find melancholics as doctors. You find them as analysts, specialists, because they take them time to analyze and break their things. And you find them as humanitarians, like I mentioned earlier. And the most of all, you find them that have people at heart. They're very good people. They love to help others. They love to help others no matter what they are going through. Okay, and even though sanguines can also be doctors, they can be doctors, but they might be found wanting. A sanguine might be found wanting as a doctor, but Melancholic cannot be found wanting, especially those that are really, really destined to be in that field. Okay, any vocation that requires perfection, self-sacrifice, and creativity is open to melancholics. When it comes to building, you need a melancholic to handle your job so that you get the best out of it. When it comes to supervision, you need a melancholic to help you do that. Okay, but you see, a melancholic will be better. You hire them as a project supervisor, or they work better with people than spend time drawing your ideas. They work better with people. Why? Because they are perfect. You might bring an idea to them, and man, it will take a whole long time for them, because they want to perfect that idea. It's your idea, but they want it to be their own thing. But you see, if you put them in charge, the idea is there already, everything is settled. We just want you to oversee the idea and make sure that it comes out perfect. They are good at that. Okay, but also take note that melancholics become frustrated by ordinary personal problems. They become very frustrated with things that are not really realistic. Remember, melancholics have mood swings, so these are the things that affects them in a negative way. Sometimes you just see that they are just here, and the next thing that they just switch. And you have to watch out for people that you notice that are melancholic. Why? Because they are prone to suicide. Melancholics are prone to suicide. Before you wake up, they've killed themselves. They have mood swings, so it's a little bit difficult to understand them at that point. Okay, so that's a little summary of the melancholic temperament. It takes a longer time, because I told you melancholics are perfect. They have so many things joined together. They are the dark temperament. They have the darkest of all temperament, but above all, they are the sweetest you can have around your life. Okay, so stay tuned for the last temperament, and stay blessed.